Alright, welcome back to our UMoria playthrough. For those of you who, according to my recommendation, skipped the last episode, I'll fill you in on what happened. We solely dove down to level 1. We were just there to kill time, to get our beginner's handbook, which we have gotten back. While there, we got stuck with a dart that drained our strength. We bought a potion that fixed that. And we bought a cloak, or rather we bought an enchant armor spell, that or scroll, that increased our cloak's armor class by 1, so the net effect is we have our book back, our armor class is raised by 1, and that's really about it. That's what basically happened in that entire episode. We got a tiny bit of gold, a tiny bit of experience, and that is really about it. So you're all caught up. That was your previously on Moria. Oh, we were using the wrong weapon as well. There we go. Oh, and I killed something. That was fast. So back down to 1200 feet, we are 2 character levels higher than the dungeon level, which is not quite where we want to be according to our old regulations of trying to keep a 4 level difference there. But I don't think that's going to be possible anymore. I think what we're witnessing is that the increase in character levels is slowing down significantly. I hope not as significantly as I fear. You know, what the hell did I just hit? What did it say? Your light's growing faint. Again, given the fact that that one playthrough I'm aware of that completed a full run was 136 episodes, and he was only character level 37. That's only 11 character levels. I hope we're not looking at, 11 character levels across the next 120 some odd, or 110 some odd, whatever it is, 100 some odd episodes. Sorry, I can't do the math right now. Interesting, I never noticed before. It said something rolled beneath your feet. There was a semicolon in that square. We've talked about encountering things that are hidden beneath the floorboards before. But to my my own personal vision, it had always been just a blank empty space, a dot of a space, not a semicolon. So I wonder if they are broadcast. What was that? I'm not moving slowly enough. Okay. I wonder if they are broadcast as a semicolon as opposed to just a blank space. I'm not sure. There's a trap. Shit. Not I mean, why waste the wand? We'll need the wand for the wand of disarming. We'll need that for taking out chests. Don't even need to do this as in like from a distance. I could probably just walk up to that thing and kill it. Worst thing that happens is it's gonna steal a few rations, but you know what? We can do it, so why take the ration hit? There we go. Although so far the monsters on this level have not been particularly vicious. As a matter of fact, the ones we've encountered so far in this particular episode have been pathetically low level. That changed. It breathes acid. Fuck, it's probably another dragon bat is my guess, black dragon bat, but we'll see. Unfortunately, oh, it's not. What is this? What got us? Maybe a black dragonfly? Yep. So the question is, how do we deal with that thing? We can't hit it with a spell from this angle. Well, I guess we have no choice but to charge at it, I guess. If we can take it down quickly. Alright, good. It only got us the once. I think that was a new monster, by the way, but I'm not sure. This we've seen before. I don't think we know anything special about it. Just standard attacks. Not a big deal. Okay. Well, let's rest again. I think we've already done the detection spells here. I'm not 100% sure, though. Just in case. Let's go through the rigmarole again. Done. Whoops, daisy. very different time when this game was made. There wouldn't have even been, you know, a mouse attached to the computer that was used to program this. And the UI, in terms of, you know, how many key presses there are to do different things, is actually a lot less than some games. That's the truth, and a lot more intuitive than some games, I would say, as well. But having said that, it could definitely use some work, some mice-driven routines, or even just consolidating some key presses. It does get very tiring having to constantly lean forward to address the keyboard proper when I'm trying to use the numpad in my lap here. What are you? As I slowly inch by you. Nothing is known about its attack, but whoops. But I'm willing to bet it drains strength. A lot of the red things do. So let's just stand back and blast it rather than risk coming up to it. Oh, I killed something invisible there. Randomly with my spell. That's pretty nice. There we go. What do we find here? Resist fire, alright. Mushroom of poison, we definitely don't need. Let's just drop that so we're not forgetting that we're carrying it. G and H, or just G first. And then... Can I just press G again and have it... Nope. Even things like that. We're already in the drop menu. Why don't we... Come on, man. I see why we can't continue to drop. We're only allowed to drop one thing per square. So never mind. Come on. What are you? A nothing. You are a nothing. Let's drop that. Always good to do the detections. Yeah, if we keep encountering monsters this low level, we'll be here for fucking ever. So I actually hope we start meeting some tougher monsters, not necessarily monsters that are going to smash my equipment apart. There's been a lot of acid we've been encountering in these levels. You know, but if we could just meet some generally high experience value monsters. High experience value monsters that are not tough. That's the overall, that's the dream, man. Although I guess that's the dream of any role player in any role-playing game. Naga and probably an orc or an ogre or something. Let's head on over there. Well, we know where they are, to the southeast. We have to remember when we go to the surface to duplicate our beginner's handbook. They were only selling one. They only had one available for sale, but if we can get to a point where... come on, I'm trying to protect myself from evil. There we go. If we can get to a point where we can get a second one, that'd be good. And as I said, I think we're going to try to get even thirds. Might be nice. Orc Shaman, again, a pretty low-level monster. The ant has not detected us. I'm going to guess it's a... I don't care what silver. I bet it's a silver ant is the thing. Alright, I'm not even going to look and see. I'm going to go up here to rest so we get our mana points back. Oh, fuck. Get our mana points back so we can PCB the ant, because the ant will not... protection from evil won't save us from it, and it uses acid. We've only killed 2 of them. They bite to shoot acid, so definitely we want to keep our distance. The last thing we want is our armor getting damaged for the 10,000th time, it seems, lately. Don't really need that, but I'll carry it for now. I'll drop that mushroom in a bit if there's any cause to. Not a room. Well, we'll tunnel through here. Quartz vein. I'm not going to go tunneling through all the mineable walls right now. I don't want to waste the time it would take to do that for the minimal payoff. A couple of evil guys up here, a skeleton and a zombie. Whoops, these guys can paralyze us, but that's not that big a threat. Especially if they don't get a chance to do it. Ooh, lots of crap in here, including, I'll bet you, a black dragonfly again. So, let's get out of its sight range at least. I'll PCB this guy to the right. Whoops. Disenchanter mold. Alright, let's PCB. Alright, the zombie is dead. Let's go over here and rest. If we can get rested enough to PC out, we can't do it. Oh, it's a giant green dragonfly. I don't mind those. They poison. Poison is not a particular threat. Did we kill it? Yep. Whereas, acid really is. No, don't do this. Let's back up. Let's close this door so the disenchanter mold can't steal our mana. Then we'll step back in and PCB him. He can really damage our equipment in terms of the enchantments on him if we get close, so we'll kill him from a distance. And especially now that I, pardon me, sold that bow, this is the only means we have of doing it from a distance. I guess we have some wands we could use, but why waste the charges? There we go. Okay. Some detection spells, shall we? Hobgoblin. Oops. I wonder if the reason there are no goblins in this game is literally just down to lettering. They use small g for golem and big G for ghost. Maybe they're like, well, we can't represent a goblin with H, say. But in my mind, the goblin is probably the most ubiquitous fantasy monster there is. And this... Oops, I'm not trying to do that. This game doesn't go out of its way to invent a lot of fantasy monsters. I mean, the yeek apparently is literally unique to this game, or rather it has its etymology in this game. And the worm masses are... I mean, you can find them in Angband now, but of course Angband is a derivative of this game. So worm mass is an unusual, I would say. Mummy. An unusual monster to have in here. But yeah, the absence of the goblin is it casts. It must be something directly below me. Vampire. Oh my goodness. Well, we wanted tougher monsters, didn't we? It hits me, it misses me, it touches me, my life is draining away. That's okay, we've got potions to restore that. Let's PCE. PCE. The vampire hits me. Did we not get that off? I cast it. Is it not evil? Are you in any way trying to tell me this thing is not evil? P-A-A. I sense the presence of evil. How did it hit me? P-C-E. It's still hitting me. I'll admit to being confused. It can drain my stuff because I've got potions that will fix that, I think. Let's see if we can kill one and get it in our monster memory. Paralyzed. Oh, great. Is this the end of our hero? PCB. No, don't do something that's going to be presumptuous. When I cast a spell, I'm able to gain some distance. My protection from evil did nothing. I'm finding that confusing. It's evil. The game confirmed that, and yet it managed to hit me. I wonder if we've been talking about protection from evil as if it's this godsend of a, pardon the pun, but godsend of a prayer that completely protects us from all evil. Maybe it has like a level cap. Maybe it can only protect you from certain levels of evil, or maybe it has to do with your level. I'll have to look up something up about that online, because as far as I knew, it was a blanket, no evil thing can hurt you spell. That's the first thing we've had that's evil that has hurt us. At that time, I'm going to try Wand of Frostbolts, though. Let's try it. Oh, I killed it. I was gonna say I'm not sure it'll even matter, because I assumed as an undead being maybe frost wouldn't hurt it, but who knows. Let's look and see our character level. We lost there. Jesus Christ, a good 4,500 experience. Let's find out if drinking a single one of these potions will restore it. Yes, it did. So one potion will restore all of that. So it's good to carry a lot of those things. The one downside, of course, is that we actually didn't gain any experience from killing that vampire, because that was added into our below maximum level experience. You know what I mean? That was really weird. Oops, don't do anything presumptuous. Just rest. Okay. PAG. Rest again. Well, that's a bit of a scary monster, but we were able to kill it with without too much problem. Did I lose my concentration? Just make sure. Nope. Let's rest again. Let's enter this presumably room. What is that? Okay, nothing. I guess I should move this off the screen. You know what it was? Well, no, I think I was pressing PCE, not PAE. I think I must have been. I'm not sure what happened there. Alright, what are you? A priest, we know all about them. We can just go kill it as best we can. One hit. Don't need that. Yeah, definitely in between these games, I'll try and find out what information I can about the protection from evil spell. I'm just a bit shaken by that. It it was my ace in the hole, and now my hole is exposed. Disconcerting. Oh, what are you? Whoops! Not trying to aim a wand. I'm trying to X. Grey ooze. Let's back off from it. We backed off once. How fast does it move? Normal speed. Alright, but erratically, so we were able to get some distance there. PCB killed it. Gotta remember, PCB does double damage. Orb of Draining does double damage, or damage and a half. 1.5 times damage to evil creatures as well, so had we had enough mana to cast it, that might have taken care of that vampire toot sweet. Getting hungry. Here's another very simple like UI gripe I would have. You can press asterisk here to list what you can eat. Why not, as soon as you press it, bring up the list? Like, what was the rationale in not just instantly providing this list? This is all you can eat. I find it very perplexing. It's nice that they have the asterisk to list stuff. Maybe in the earliest versions, my guesswork is this: when he first programmed the game, he didn't even, have that in there. It was just, I'm going to guess, it was, you had to remember what letter you wanted to press, or you could look in your inventory and see what letter you wanted to press, then go to eat. But afterwards he realized, oh shit, we can make that better, and added in the asterisk. But I think it would have been better just to have the list of what you can do with any given key press should show up as soon as you press it. Called it no erasing black magic. Alright, let's go back over here. Sometimes I mention a point of complaint about UI or something else. Whoa. And like a moment ago when I mentioned why can't I drop 2 items, I was in the drop menu, why can't I just keep dropping items, and then realize, oh, according to the game you can only drop things in your current square. So it actually makes sense that we can't just continue with that process of dropping items without first moving to a new square. So sometimes I mention something as a complaint, and then realize afterwards there's a legitimate reason. There may be a legitimate reason why that asterisk step is necessary, as opposed to just listing the droppable / eatable / usable / zappable / whateverable items as soon as you press a given key. But I confess, obviously I can't think of what that reasoning would be. How do we get there? Did we miss a PAG somewhere? PAG is not on this screen. Is it 1 to the west? Let's try it here. Not on that screen. Not on that screen. Not on that screen. Nope. I don't know. Oh, for God's sakes. I guess it's not a secret door after all. It's just literally an open avenue to the south right here. But let's go north first. Whoops. A +1 shovel has been with us. I think it's the only item of our inventory that has been with us literally since the beginning of the game. Like before we entered level 1 of the dungeon, we bought that shovel, and we've retained it ever since. I don't know how else to get south here. I assumed that would work. I mean, I could try tunneling. Obviously, there is something in here. We have a trap we've located. Whoa, I almost stepped on that. I mean, I could try this. Nope. Meh. Or we could just do this. What are you? Some sort of white. Forest white. Alright, this worked with protection from evil last time. Alright, there. So it works on the forest white. Oh, don't be afraid, my child. Can we drop to pick up that bastard sword? Anything? Like a mushroom of cure poison? That's more valuable. We found our way to that trap. Nothing all that exciting in here. After all that. There's a door up there, though. I'll go there in a second. Whoa! Blind. Ha ha ha. Turns out this is handy. What's up, my little girl? You're okay. Calm down, my cat. Cat just woke up and decided it was, oh, we stepped on a trap there. Interesting. Alright, we'll disarm it on the way back. Something I noted way back when we used our wand of trap disarming. That's PCE, just in case. We used our wand of trap disarming on a chest at some point and successfully disarmed the trap that was on it. And we got no experience for that, so you only get experience for disarming a trap if you do it manually. Which may or may not make sense, I don't know. Let's rest. Not rest, let's keep the... Now let's rest, because we need to cast these spells. I mean, it makes sense on the one hand in terms of... Again, if you're just doing game logic, it makes sense. But in terms of gameplay experience, what if you're playing a mage who wants to specialize in disarming traps or something, you know? I guess you can't specialize, but you have the ability to disarm them with your spells. Seems a bit cheap that you're not rewarded for that. Although I guess you're rewarded the first time you cast the spells. Maybe it makes very simple sense. We know this blinds us, so we can probably successfully do it. In the sense of, not successfully disarm it, but we can risk trying to disarm it, because the worst case scenario, we get blinded. And there were no monsters around. That I knew of. Dum-ba-bum. I'm a guess that's the extent of the level. How are we doing for character level here? That vampire is probably worth a decent amount. So we still got a good, Jesus Christ, eh? Almost 9,000 experience to go. I may well regret it, but I'm going to go down to the next level. We're throwing such caution to the wind here. The 4 character level rule is very much out the window. We're just going to go with, fuck you, Red Dragomet. One thing I do assure you, I will not progress to the point where my level is less than the dungeon level. Fuck. Let's try and kill this thing first. Even though it can't chase me the way this thing can. Oh, don't lose your concentration. I can't afford that. No, don't be all presumptuous and shit. How much do I need? I need 15 mana. Alright. Mana's coming back pretty fast now too, eh? Let's check that as we go here. So it just changed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every 8 turns, it looks like. I'm going to tread slowly here. There we go. Shit, I don't know if it's still... There we go. I want to have 1 square distance from it. In case the spell doesn't kill it, I don't want to give it a chance to attack me, you know? Let's rest here. Man, that thing takes a while. Oh, it's grape jelly. I didn't realize that. Let's take a look at it. Oops. Let's kill this thing first. Let it come to us. And out of curiosity, how much is this worth? Jesus Christ, less than 30. God, what, did we not rest? Less than 30 and it takes forever to kill. And again, less than 30 and we need about 9,000. So we have to kill like 300 of those to level up once. That's what I'm saying. Like I mean, that's not a monster that's very indicative of the general experience value of the monsters in this map. I think most of them are worth more than that. But even if they're worth 50 each, what is that? It was 2 of them for 100, 20 of them for 1,000, 180 monsters, right? Just to get up one level. So I'm fearful that the next strike I'm going to have against this game. I like this game a lot. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love this game. Clearly, I've been playing it all this time, but I am fearful that we're about to hit a stage where leveling up becomes just so slow that it's ludicrous. And I'm not sure, if it's going to take another 100 episodes. I'm not saying I won't finish it. Of course I will finish it. I'm just saying I think poor design if the leveling up becomes that slow. Granted, there comes a stage in Caverns 2 where Caverns 2 as well, where the leveling up is so slow it's insane. But by that point, you are already well above the level you need to be to really even take on Zascasian. Like after character level 42 or something like that, it becomes hard to level up. But you could probably kill Zascasian by character level 30. It'd be difficult at 30, but not impossible. Certainly by 40 you could. No problem, probably. Let's drop the javelin. Take the bastard sword. But maybe we'll meet some monsters down here, other than vampires, that are worth substantially more. How's this guy doing, for instance? A little more than 50. Let's rest again, just to get our health back. Better safe than sorry. We're actually 3 minutes over the mark, I just realized, so I'm going to call it quits. As soon as I shift screens here, I'm going to cast detect stuff. Then I'm going to call it quits. Detection is PAA, PAF, PAG. But there you go. We've abandoned our 4-level rule definitively. Next time we come back, we'll keep exploring this level and hopefully find creatures that give us 100 experience per kill on average. Even then, it'll still be a long crawl to the top. Alright, see you guys later.